I spent weeks watching tutorials but still couldn't build anything. And the fix wasn't more videos. Instead, it was just to experiment in the game engine with no outside help. So stay with me and you'll do the same today. But first, we need to rewire your mindset about learning. Because right now you have a wrong belief about learning. You're watching tutorials and you're thinking that's the best way to learn, that's the only way to learn. But let me tell you, that's wrong. So just to emphasize, let me ask you a question. Do you think that painters get better at painting by watching other people paint? Or do you think they get better by actually painting themselves? And the correct answer is the latter. Obviously, painters, they improve painting by painting. How do you think cooks improve their cooking? Well, guess what? They cook, they make meals. How do mathematicians become better at solving math problems? Well, they don't watch tutorials about how to solve math problems. They solve math problems. It's so simple. But in game development, a lot of people get learning just so wrong. And there are multiple reasons for this, which I don't have to talk about right now. And honestly, it's just weird. But at least that's not the most effective way to learn. To get better at game development, just like in every single other thing in the universe, we need to do that thing. To get better at game development, we can do another thing. If I wanted to get better at watching tutorials, I'd watch tutorials. If I want to get better at making games and become a game developer, guess what? I'm going to make games. Just as simple as that, no need to overcomplicate it. So sure, I'm not saying block all tutorials from your entire life, but I want you to drastically minimize them. I want you to only watch tutorials for a few specific reasons, like for example, when you are just installing the game engine, you don't know how to do anything. Obviously, watch an introduction video to your game engine and like programming. Get like a concept overview. And yep, that's the second point, concept overviews. If you want to learn like a new concept about how to plan the game better, how to like AI navigation, like that's just an example. If you want to get the concept overview of something new that you're going to learn, then sure, go watch a tutorial. Or if you want to get new ideas about how you solve your problems, how to architect, how to program, if you want to just get new ideas, this is not like learning how to do specific things, but it's getting new ideas so that you can think, you can implement the things that you're watching in the video into your own games and your own experiments. So you might think now, well, Kevin, you're saying to don't watch tutorials. What am I going to do instead then? Well, the answer, some of you might have figured this out, but it's building. You need to build things, make games to get better at game dev. Right now, obviously, you are a beginner, so like you think now, well, I can't build a game, so what am I going to do? What are we going to do? Is we're going to do very, very small things. We're going to build games just on a like 0.1% scale. We're going to make 0.1% of a game. And that's basically by making one thing. We're going to learn one thing at a time. So imagine this, right? You're going to get keyboard input in your game. It's just like one very simple thing. It's just one line of code, right? Very simple. The first thing you could do is go watch a tutorial. So you just get the solution immediately and you would copy and paste the code into your own game. Very simple. You would be done very quickly. Or the second thing you could do is that you can spend 50 minutes trying to actually find it out yourself using the IDE as your help, like just writing simple things like input. Then you might type a dot because you found that dots like expand on like the code line that you're typing. So type input and then dot. And then you see in the IDE it says like get input down and you click that. And eventually you might even figure out the solution without even Googling because it's like very simple things. So it's not like super complicated. Like your mom could probably like guess it if she had enough time how to do it because it's very simple things. It's just English, like input dot get key down and then key code and then the keyboard input that you want to get. It's like very simple things. You could guess that. And guess what? If you just spend 50 minutes actually trying to experiment, trying to figure out the thing yourself and not just getting the information immediately, you're going to remember it so much better. Even if you just watch the tutorial, you might not remember it at all. You might just do the thing and you might remember it for like 3 minutes. Then you might forget it immediately. Seriously, that's what happens. That's the concept of tutorial hell. So you watch a lot of tutorials, you feel productive, you feel like you're learning new things because you're actually doing things in your game engine. Like these things, you want to get keyboard input, so you watch a tutorial and then you get the thing done. It feels very productive, right? Because you actually did the thing. But in reality, you won't remember how to do it, so you don't improve, because it was so easy to get the answer, you won't remember it. Opposed to the second example where you actually experimented, you tried, it was very hard, but you got it in the end, or if you didn't, you just Googled the solution and you still tried. Like, it was still hard even though you had to Google after 15 minutes because you can figure it out. Still, it would be hard and you would remember it so much better. That's how you actually learn game development. That's why building just one thing at a time and struggling with that thing. That's how you learn game development. You build one thing at a time in the beginning, because we are beginners, we don't know how to do things yet. So what you do is that you do one thing at a time. You learn how to do one thing very well. It sits in your brain very tightly, so you can actually use it practically when you are doing other things or other experiments. So you do that, it's going to sit very tightly in your brain, and then you can repeat that process and you'll actually remember and be able to use all the things that you learned very practically, instead of just like learning the theory but not knowing or just forgetting how to use it after like 3 minutes, like tutorials. So what I wanted to do is just start experimenting with one simple thing that you know how to do, then just expand on that, do the things that we talked about, do the hard thing, restrict information on purpose, and gradually just build a prototype from there. That's what I wanted to do. If you do that, then congratulations, you're ahead of 95% of other game developers, because they get stuck in this tutorial hell where they just watch tutorials and don't learn anything. So congratulations to you. But a lot of you people watching probably don't know how to do anything in your game engine yet. So let me just give you a step-by-step action plan on how to actually do these things. The first thing, if you are a complete beginner, you don't know how to do anything yet, or barely anything, then what I want you to do, as I said before, I want you to watch an introduction video to your game engine. If you haven't chosen a game engine yet, just ask ChatGPT. Use the first thing that he talked about, doesn't really matter. But once you have found your game engine, I want you to search for an introduction video, like around 2 hours of video on your specific game engine, or text if you prefer that, whatever, just to get like fundamental knowledge of your game engine. That's like a good way to use tutorials, because obviously we can't do anything if you don't know how to do anything, so it's going to be very hard. And inside of Smart Indie, I provide you with the exact resources and the introduction videos that you need for your specific game engine, as well as how to choose your game engine if you aren't at that point yet. And then when you're done with that video, as I talked about before, experiment with one thing that you remember from that video. Can be, as I said, let's just use the same example, get keyboard input. If that's the only thing you remember, start with that, just write that and write a debug.log, and then just expand on that like in the most natural way possible. So for example, when it's keyboard input, the most natural thing might be to like move something, like move a player. And then you can do the same thing, spend 50 minutes, try to guess how you're going to do it. And this is more advanced, so you probably won't do it or figure it out yourself. So then you at least just try, you fail. That's how you learn, you fail. And you just Google a solution. Since it was hard, you're going to remember it so much better. And this is the loop I want you to be in. And you might not be able to do like 90% of the things that you're experimenting at, but the thing is, you are nearly going to get them, but just by trying itself, you're going to learn so many things. And the things that you're actually trying to do is going to sit so much tighter, because your brain thinks, well, this was very hard, I should remember this, so that when this problem comes up in the future, I won't struggle with this as much. That's how your brain is going to think. Then just expand on that until you have a prototype. And then, congratulations, you're making progress 10 times faster than if you were stuck with tutorials, like you probably would be if you didn't watch this. So congratulations. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just beginning. If you want the entire process of making your first experiments, prototypes, preparing for your first game, releasing your first game, everything, and you can get your first game within only 60 days, then you can click the first link in the description to join Smart Indie today. It gives you a step-by-step blueprint on how to go from your specific skill level, where you're at right now, to actually releasing your first game in only 60 days. It takes you through the entire process, every single mistake that you could possibly make, I cover inside of Smart Indie. And if you join today, you also get my personal help, so I can guide you through the process so that you make progress as fast as humanly possible. So if you want to make your process like 10 times faster, then click the first link in the description. If not, then thank you for watching.